Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Gulag battleship. Yes, old Warden Periwinkle is doing his research at the moment, trying to figure out how we're going to get... Oh, no, he's already done it. Okay, never mind. I wandered away for a few minutes and didn't shut the game down first, so it's a bit cheaty, but that's fine. So let's get our accountant in, shall we? So we'll clone up this room here and plop it here. Yes. And we'll get our staff door set up here, and this can be the accountant's office when she is hired. It's always a she. I find that's interesting. There's never a male accountant, which is, you know, maybe there should be. Maybe it should be a randomy kind of thing, because, you know, there are male accountants. There are a lot of male accountants in my family, actually. It seems to be kind of a... I mean, my grandfather was an accountant, and as a result, it's sort of filtered down through a number of my my cousins, which is, you know... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted planning. Which is cool. It's just fine. I didn't decide to go that route. It's kind of weird, really. My family is very much made up of accountants, teachers, and builders of various descriptions, so carpenters and whatnot. Let's get our reception set up. We'll have a couple of tables here like this. We're going to need an office desk in here as well, which we'll rotate it around so it's facing the door like this. Alright, there we go. And we're going to need a chair for this guy to sit in, whoever he or she may happen to be. And that, my friends, is our reception taken care of. Good. Okay. I think we might need some heat in this end of the prison as well. Can we see... We need to... I think we need logistics. Order, laundry assignments, no. Contrabands, also confidential informants, no. I can't remember where it is. We'll come back to that, I suppose. Right, so we've got our warden lined up. Let's get our accountant hired. There she is. Lovely. She's going to sit down and get to work straight away. And I think we should get some more research underway, or some more grants underway. So cell block A is a good next one that we need to worry about. And to do that, we're going to need to, increase your prisoner capacity to 15. Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. And we should also get... Let's get visitation set up as well. That should be a nice one. That should be a good thing to have. Security procedure, reform, staff well-being is probably... Ooh. I'll tell you what, staff well-being is a good, cheeky, easy one for us to get. And then let's get some bureaucracy research happening. So... old Lovey here can figure out how to do... I don't know. First of all, the warden needs to get security up and running. We need some security in this place. Let's get the extra grant unlocked on the financial side of things. And that'll mean we can have 3 underway at any one time and have, you know, a bit more cash sort of trickling its way in. So far as the staff room... I was originally going to make all these offices, but I think for our staff room we'll actually place... Should we place one there, or should we place one on this... up in this neck of the woods? I kind of feel like having it up in this end of the this end of the prison is probably better, because it means that prisoners... guards and stuff, and kitchen staff, they don't need to go all the way back down to here to get things done. So what we might do is... We'll earmark a few areas up here that are going to be used for staffy things. So let's do some planning. And we'll have our staff room kind of like here. Right? We don't need those walls. Or that one. Or this one. Go away. So we'll have a staff room there. This room here, let's extend this out, and this can be visitation. Right? So we can have... We'll move some of these doors around. And this holding cell can be converted into a visitation room where people can come and get their family visits set up and running. Now, as for getting our prisoner capacity up to 15, I think what we're going to need to do is build it out in wings like this, right? But let's plan out how that's going to look. Because I want these prisoners to have, first of all, I want to have a corridor, right? I want to have a corridor that stretches around the yard and helps people to sort of move around a little bit easier. And we'll have it run down like this and like this, right? So there's a nice corridor that can encircle the yard and mean that people can, you know, come and go. From each of these, we then need, how big do we want our prisoners' cells to be? I think we want them to be like 5 by 5. Hang on, let's see. Rooms, cell, needs to be 2 by 3 internal. Okay, cool. So let's plan that out. Walls, 2 by 3, which should be that, right? 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4. But 2 by 4, that should be fine. And let's have them go, what was that? 5 by 6. Okay, 5 by 6 and 5 by 6, right? And then we'll have a gap. And then 5 by 6, what is this? 5 by 16. Alright, so that can stretch out like that. And I'm going to keep an individual gap between each cell block. Right, so we can have one of these will be a corridor. And then one of these will be a window. Like a, you know, they can look out into the alleyway and see what's going on. So that should do that. This can be the alleyway. Okay. And like this. Okay, so what's that give us? 3, 6, 9, 12. We need one more of these to make our first 15 block. Whoops, we'll have it here. 5 by 16. So that should do the trick nicely. The only problem is that that now means that this is all off kilter. And this probably needs to go like that. That needs to be the corridor for this set. And then we need to extend this like this. We can build further down this way, but this will be cell block A. Yeah, cell block A. Good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's get it underway, shall we? So, get some foundations down. We'll make these just out of brick, should be fine. And these can be plonked in just like so. This one can be, let's just go to here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Because I want to try and get this little section as well. Oh, okay. I can just plop that in there like that. Good. Good, good. And let's get some jail doors in here. I think what we should do is just have 4 nice big doors around the outside of the yard so that things can be, you know, easily taken care of. And I think this yard needs a couple of lights as well. So let's pop some just in the corners for now. Can't put one there. And then we'll make some paths and things through here as well, just so this becomes more of a yard and less of a big open empty area that's not particularly useful for anything at this particular point in time. I think that'd probably be fairly nice. So for these prisoners, when they, you know, when these cells come online, what are we going to need for them? Well, we're going to need in each cell a bed and a toilet, and I like to put the shower in the cell itself, so you know, we'll do that. We're going to need power for all of these cells, so we can plan that out now as well. We may as well have that coming off the same grid for now. And then, I'll tell you what, we'll just loop this right around. And for each of these, we'll just run it straight down the center to about here. It's probably overkill, but it should be fine. Good. So that should power all these cells up quite nicely. They're also going to need water. So what we'll probably do is we'll put the toilets on the front-facing side of the cell. We'll run our pipes back like this. And then we're going to need a large pipe, which can come straight up through here and then connect straight across to the water pumping station. So that'll go, basically, if they do get in, like if they're tunneling and they get into this pipe, they're going to find their way out into the yard. Right? So they're probably not going to try and use the pipes for tunneling, unless they use it to come down here and then tunnel outwards, but that's a risk we're going to have to take. At least for now. At least for now. We can fix this later on. And, well, we're probably going to have to. Some hot water, I think, is probably a good idea. We'll pop that down here, though. Actually, you know what? What we'll do is we'll stretch this hot water system down. And then we'll just see how far we can get it. So we'll run all the way down like this. And then across each of the faces of these cells so we can have hot showers for all of these guys. It'll keep them happier, it'll keep them healthier, and it'll keep them, most importantly, quieter. At least that's the theory. And then, I'll tell you what, we'll loop at the end. That way we can have a radiator at the end of each block to keep these blocks nice and toasty warm in the wintertime, which would be good. I think the other benefit of what we've done here is we've kept, like, the jail doors also let a bit of heat through. So by keeping these jail doors over here, this section is going to be chilly, but then the rooms themselves should stay relatively warm. Should. But we'll see. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while before we get the intelligence required to figure that out and see how we're doing. So, while the boys are building this up, let's get this staff room foundation planned out as well. And that can go just there. Spiffy. And that can have a staff door. Just like that. And, wait, I said that I was going to do it over there, didn't I? We can build another one later on. This will do us for the time being. This will be for the cooks and stuff. They can come out and just slide into there. People from this end can wander up and get into there as well. Should be fine. And this visitation block we need to plan out as well. So we'll need some brick building here. And I'll just build it all the way through so it demolishes that wall. This wall can be removed here. And let's just go objects, dismantle, and we'll dismantle all of these. Right? Should have left that radiator there, but that's fine. And this door and this jail door can be dismantled as well. These two rooms, now that we've got that grant, can go. And we can use this, once this wall is down and once this foundation is in, we can spread this out and get this set up as a delightful... so hang on, here we go. Cancel that. I'm going to keep that door. This as well. Cancel the dismantle on that. And good. This can be a nice visitation block. Which, what on earth has happened here? What the toot? Why would you... Guys, why would you do that? Is it because of how... Oh, man. No. Okay. I've managed to do something funky here. I've managed to build the foundations kind of funky. And it looks like they're going to do it here as well. Yeah, foundations in progress. Oh, man. Alright, well, I better get those demolished so that these guys don't get stuck in this end of the prison, which could be kind of embarrassing. And, yeah, I'm really... That's very strange. I guess it's because I placed the doors after the foundation. No, that usually works fine. It usually isn't a problem. But, whatevs. I guess we'll just have to let it go and wait and see how things pan out. Oh, the staff room's completed. That was quick. And it's... What do these boxes say? Concrete floor. Okay. So this room can become a staff room. Boom. Which requires a wide sofa and a drink machine. But we are also going to require a couple of lights. Right, nice brightly lit staff room. let's get ourselves a couple of wide sofas. I don't like just having one. We're going to have a couple. Facing each other like this so people can have a nice little chat, and we'll have a drink machine right down here at the door, facing into the room. And then later on we can put some more bits and bobs in here. Maybe we'll have some chairs. Maybe we'll have like a pool table so the guys can come in. You know, they've had a tough day out patrolling up and down the cell block. They've you know, they're just pissed off and they need to unwind, and they can just, you know, rack one up and, you know, smashing balls around and basically just have a merry old time in the staff room. And I think that would be great. I think that's going to do the trick just nicely. I tell you what, I'm also seeing a bunch of footsteps around here, and it makes me think, now that our extra grant has been approved, and now that... Oh, Warden. Right, you better get on to, I guess, prison policy? Yeah, prison policy should be good. So get along with that. Oh, maintenance. That's kind of... Okay, cancel that one. Do maintenance for me first. Because we're going to need cleaning so we can keep this place under control. Finance lady, go ahead and get our bank loan sorted out. And we've got our security guard now, so we need to have a security office for him. And I think we should do that over here as well. We'll do this down in here in the secure area of the prison. So let's quick build up, and we'll clone this room, and we're going to need one for the security guard, and when the maintenance dude comes on, we're going to need one for him as well. It looks like we've got a little bit of a power shortage down here, so we'll stretch a couple of these cables down. I mean, some of the lights have been gotten, but these ones, for some reason, aren't connecting up. So we'll just get some additional power here. That should sort things out for us. Quick smart. The snow is falling again. It's minus 7 degrees Celsius outside, which is jolly, jolly cold. I mean, not super duper cold, but I don't know. I don't think I would want to be wandering around in, oh my god, how has this happened? Look at this. This is janky AF. How have you done this, guys? I mean, really. And that one's going to do it as well when they finally get that section done. But, I mean, it's not too difficult. There it is. Okay, hang on. Demolish walls. There we go. Oh, God, I don't know how they've managed that. It's a bit of a right muck-up, honestly. A right muck-up. Right, so, those are our three new wings where, you know, cell block A is going to take place. On this end of town, power's just come online for these offices, which is spectacular. And it means that we can get old Chief Wiggum set up, and he can get underway with some research as well, because I really need to know... what do we need? Do we need deployment or intelligence first? Tracking and recovering contraband supply and demand. That's actually probably going to be very, 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 very important in this game. But let's get deployment up and running first. We've got a little while before our prison cells are going to be online, and therefore we've got a little while before we're going to have prisoners who are going to have contraband, which is, you know, good. That's ideal. We don't want to have that happening as a straightaway kind of thing. So in cell block over here, in cell block A, let's get ourselves a couple of hero cells, which we can then clone. And these cells are going to be, let's see, they're going to be lit up like a Christmas tree. Like this. Very nice. They're going to need a jail door. Excellent. They're going to have a window, which is going to bring the temperature of the rooms down, but look, there's not much we can do about that. We're going to have a toilet in each of these rooms, and I'll tuck it in the corner here next to the door. I think that should be nice. Right? And we're also going to do the old space-saving combo of placing a shower head over the top of the toilet and then placing a drain underneath all of that, so they can shit, shower, and shampoo all at the same time. It should be delightful, I think. I think they'll really enjoy it. They're also going to need to have... Ooh. Do I want to do these as bunk rooms? I kind of do. I think I kind of... I mean, it's going to increase the risk of... It's going to increase the risk of escape. But it means that I can provide more nice things for these dudes. And cram more dudes into one room. So I think... one toilet combo. Let's give them... I guess a radio? Or what about... Where's the bookshelf? I want to give them... Ooh, an altar. That's probably not... That's probably a bit too much. No, I want to give them a bookshelf. Right? Tuck that into the corner like that. And then... I don't know. What else should we do? What else can these guys have that'll make their life a little bit nicer? Maybe a prayer mat. Right? We'll have a couple of prayer mats in here for them. We'll have it just sitting here in front of the bookshelf. And in the bottom corner, I think... I don't want to go too crazy. Let's just leave the bottom corner of each room open for the time being. And that means that these rooms can then be filled out. We can either... I mean, we could put another bunk bed in there. We could put in some chairs so that the guys have somewhere to sit. In fact, yeah, let's have a chair for each of these rooms. So... have a chair right in front of, right beneath the window like this. There we go. And we can tune this all around as we go. You know, we might want to put in a radio here in the corner or a television or something like that. But these rooms should be good for 2 people at the moment. You've got multiple activities that people can be doing. It does mean that people can't poop and shower at the same time. I tell you what, we'll move the toilet. We'll dismantle each of these toilets. And we'll replace the toilet so that it's 1 notch away. Yeah, sure. That should be good. Look at that. That's a luxurious prison cell if ever I've seen one. I mean, it is still a prison cell. So, you know, there's that. But at least compared to some others that I have created in the past... where we've crammed people into tiny, tiny, tiny little holes, at least this is, you know, just a bit more pleasant. So that's good. Toilets are done. Let's mark these up as a dormitory. 2 by 3, enclosed indoors, a bed or a bunk bed, and a toilet. Got it. We got it. Oh dear. And by placing the toilet there, it now means that I need to redo all the fracking plumbing. That was a bit of a mistake. Oh, that's a hot water pipe. I want a cold. Okay, well, we can dot these down. So that'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 in one wing. So we didn't even need to build all of these suckers out, but we'll pop in the extra pipes just so that they're ready. And as we go along, we can just clone another dorm. And clone, and clone, and clone. Speaking of which, let's do that now, shall we? So, quick build, clone, this here whole blob, and then we'll paste that. So everything's in place, Paste that down, another one here, and we'll have another one up on this end. So what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And then we'll clone this room, just like that. And that, my friends, should be the beginning of cell block A. That should increase our prisoner capacity up to 16, which will take us up into that nice little zone. Staff well-being initiative, we're almost complete. We've got our staff room online. We need to have a bunch of guards that are standing around doing nothing. But I'm going to do that once we've got some prisoners on board, because I don't want my cash flow to dip too badly. I want to keep as much cash as I possibly can until I really need it. And at the moment, I don't really need it. So that's cool. Visitation will leave for now. That can wait until we get the grant to do it. And let's get some more of this research underway. We'll get some cleaning. Requires foreman. Oh, I need to hire a foreman, but that's okay. The warden can look into doing, I guess, health? Yeah, that's probably good. And our security guy can look into intelligence. Beauty. Right, that should take care of that. What are you looking into? Let's see. Tax relief I really would like. But at the moment I can't really get it. Let's get land expansion for now. It is dipping our balance fairly low. Do we have any grants that we can grab now that we have our things? Okay, prison maintenance. So we're currently researching... Well, we're not, because we need to hire our foreman, which means that... Here we go. Let's get him hired up. Foreman, get in there. Get underway. Figure out how to clean this prison, because it's filthy. It's disgusting. It's just gross. And why don't you guys have doors on your offices? Objects. Staff door. Boom, boom. I have one here as well. Excellent. And that should take care of those bits and bobs. Back down in prison cell town, we're getting very close to our final prisoner capacity. It's going to basically require this cell completing. So it's got a toilet now. It just needs a bed. The other bits and bobs aren't super important to complete this out. Let's get these little nubbins of wall removed. They're a bit annoying. Good. So, oh, that's the one other thing we need down here. Radiators. One there, one there. That should keep that area fairly warm. And there you go, $20,000 for completing out cell block A. We're going to get prison maintenance completed soon. So let's do this. And I don't want any low sec prisoners for now. I'm just going to go for medium security. And we'll try and do what we can with that. We'll try and hopefully not get too, too messed up. Try and hopefully, try and hopefully be okay. So this guy, he's going to go ahead and research out cleaning, and then we can do groundskeeping as well, get some janitors and a gardener, and get this place looking spick and span, because at the moment, it's just a fracking mess. Just disgusting. Anyway, alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.